Let me see. Recording. Okay, everyone, today you are very lucky. This is a special day. We have a guest, a friend of mine from Italy, who is working also for Fellini Foundation. Pay attention, Fellini Foundation is quite an important institution about cinema in the world, and not only about cinema. So we have a great pleasure to have as our guest Mr. Federico Grandesso from Italy. He has a very busy schedule, so tomorrow you will be already somewhere else. You will be flying already in a secret destination, kind of secret destination.
Yes.
So I think that you will gain some knowledge about creativity and about institutions and about how foundations and institutions use this kind of approach to do more and more about culture in the world. So without further ado, I think I will pass the mic, so to say, to Federico, who will introduce himself and about the foundation and the various projects that he is doing. Thank you so much, Federico, for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mauro. It's a great pleasure for me to be again with you. If I remember well, last time we had this occasion, it was in March, sorry, in April, yes.
Yes.
So, and at that time I was in Indonesia, so I was close to you in a way. Today I would like to talk to you about the activities of the Fellini Foundation and how the Fellini Foundation was diversifying the activities, not only talking about Federico Fellini, because I have to remember to you that we have 10,000 documents of Federico Fellini, drawing, sketches, photos. We have the clap, we have the posters, the screenplays, so many items that scholars from all over the world can see. We have not only scholars but also famous actors and directors who were in our archive. So for sure, Fellini is our main goal, but not only. We want to think a little bit out of the box and try to give a contribution that will not be only on Fellini and will be not only on cinema. So during this presentation, you will see how diversified is our production in terms of exhibitions, in terms of master classes, in terms of initiatives. We even gave some theater shows in our cultural center, which is quite small, but we try to do our best. So before starting, I would like to, because there are, when we talk about creativity, I'm always inspired as a journalist. I'm a journalist already 20 years, and I go normally to the Festival of Cannes, Berlin, Venice, Dubai, Rome. So I have the opportunity to meet various movie directors. And today, first thing that I would like to do with you in Hong Kong, I would like to celebrate a movie director that inspired me a lot. I have to tell you the truth. She's from Asia, and she's from Hong Kong. So I had the privilege to meet her a few years ago in 2020 when she traveled to Venice to take the Golden Lion for her career, remarkable career. And I'm talking about Anne Hui. I hope my Chinese pronunciation is good. And he is one of the most remarkable movie director, Asian movie director, and I'm very extremely happy that the Festival of Venice was celebrating her in 2020. So I would like to start with the trailer of a movie that you probably didn't see. I don't know, maybe you are from Hong Kong, you have the possibility. Love After Love. And then I will share with you some comments that I had with her in a private conversation, and I tell you, this is the first time that I disclose this. Yes, some of the content of this incredible meeting that I had with her. So if we can proceed with the trailer, Mauro, you better prefer that I
if you share,
make the trailer
yes,
start, or you?
If you could share your screen and so you select the link that you want to show, I think it's or if you have trouble doing that, I can do it from my computer. But I think it's better if you share the screen and. So meanwhile, let me send. I just need to send. Let me see.
Okay. Okay, Mauro.
Okay.
This is not. Wait a second, because
sure, no problem.
Not the one that. This is the one. Okay, yeah. You can see now?
No, not yet. But if you have a problem, you can copy paste the link and send it to me on WeChat, on WhatsApp, and then I can play for you if you want.
Condividi schermo. So I have to press on condividi schermo,
yes.
I guess.
Yes, sì.
Okay. Condividi.
Yes,
okay.
you can see. Fantastic.
Okay. Okay. So we start again. Okay. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we cannot hear the audio. Okay. Yes, for some reason we cannot hear the audio. So Federico, maybe you can copy paste that link and send it to me on WhatsApp, and then I will play it for you. Because we cannot hear the audio for some technical reasons. I apologize.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I will do it immediately. You want the link on your email or WhatsApp?
WhatsApp is fine. You could stop to share. You could stop to share the screen.
Condividi.
Exit. Yeah, exit. Well, first you have yes.
Oh my God, where is the exit?
So.
Sorry, but I don't know how to exit. Chiudi la finestra, maybe.
No, allora dovresti avere il fondo, il pulsante verde che tu hai share screen.
Sì.
Ok, lo premi di nuovo, in basso,
sì.
in basso al centro, lo premi di nuovo e dovresti uscire dallo share screen. Cioè lo stesso pulsante
che tu hai... un'altra finestra.
Allora,
no, it's open another Windows.
And then hit stop.
Okay, I do.
Okay. Done.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
It's okay.
All right.
Okay, I will send you now the
link.
link. Yes, which was. Wait a second. Inviati. Copy link text. Okay, sent.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I hope we will not have this problem with the video that I'm going to share with you of the other guy.
So let me see if I can. No. Okay, we still have a.
No problem.
The thing is that I hear it on my headphones and not. I can hear it on my headphones and not on the. So because it's a problem with Safari. Okay. We just over here just sound. I think. Yeah. Okay.
Bene. State vedendo?
Sì, ma viene registrato questo qui o Zoom o no? Is it... No. So I think I should. You can share the screen first. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
你来的时候是一个人，现在又是你。你变了，你的家也得跟着变。想要回到从前的环境里，只怕是回不去了。
姑妈，能不能不去啊？
不能。
这太贵重了，我不能收。
说一声谢谢就完了。
娶我吧，爱我吧。
对不起。
他不稀罕你，稀罕你的人多着呢。
我又没有钱，我又享惯了福。
说说看，怎么赚钱？
我控制不了我自己。
在我看来，你求爱的方式可笑得很。
说得好。
如果你放我，我也放过你。现在你可怜，我也可怜。
我要跟你结婚。我认真。
何苦呢？
坏东西，根本就不是这一流的人才。
我可以慢慢学。
Okay. Okay.
Great.
Yes.
Great. First of all, I would like to know if somebody knows this movie. Have you ever seen this movie?
Dear
To the
students,
audience.
anybody of you have seen this movie already? Do you have? No, nobody. So Federico, tell us more about the movie and Cannes and Venice and the festivals and prizes. Tell us more.
Yes. Yeah. So this movie, if you were following the screenplay during the trailer, it's basically a girl who is traveling from Shanghai to Hong Kong. She goes to her hunt and discover the luxurious life of the hunt. And the fake love of this guy who is only interested about money, like also the hunt. So this is a story of corruption of this simple girl who was. This is the new life. If you see the screenplay, if you see it before, she said at the point, "This is your new life, a new life." I would say of corruption, of fake emotions, where what it counts is basically luxury items, luxury goods. You see in the car when she receives the bracelet, the hunt said, "No, you have to accept," and she's embarrassed, and then. Obviously, there is the relationship with this guy who is completely unable to love, and only is attached to money, because this is something that not because he's poor probably, but because it's like they are all living in this glamorous fake world that Anhui is presenting very, very good in a very elegant way. Yeah, I would like to share with you some ideas. When I met Anhui, she told me I wanted to do something realistic on what is out on the street. Therefore, for me, it's important to catch immediately what the story is, and because the time is limited. So the most important element for Anhui is realism. So you have to go on the street and catch what you get from out of it. So now I want to devote myself to project. I'm really interested. I don't like to work on stories with a lot of production, because this is highly time consuming and complicating. And you have to have good relation with art director, set builder, and others. Yeah, from this we understand that this is important for you if we talk about creativity. This is the first message that Anhui is telling us, is that creativity has to be always something that, for her, obviously, cannot be influenced by other people, other collaborators, because when you work on a movie, you have a lot of people trying to make you change mind on several issues. So for Anhui, it's important to have artistic freedom. As she will say later, she prefers to work in small productions because she doesn't have, she's not obliged by producers to be imposed some details in the screenplay or in the core of the movie and so on. Yeah, this is important if we talk about artistic freedom. yeah, the film, as I told you, is centered on Ge Wei Long, a young girl from Shanghai traveling to Hong Kong in pursuit of her education. In order to pay her studies, she asked to scenic hunt Mrs. Liang for help.
Okay,
Tell me.
I just, sorry to interrupt you. Just to tell you that we have like 30, 35 minutes. I know that you have many things to cover. So perhaps maybe.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm perfectly, no. Don't worry. I will be very fast. Mrs. Liang is leading a shady life and gradually put the poor Gela Weilong in a puppet game. As it happens, then the poor girl meets this playboy, George Weihao, whose aim is to marry wealthy girls to maintain his own high-end status. So, here we have the explanation. Concerning the creativity freedom, we sometimes feel not so motivated with large projects. She told me, I don't like to work in big production because you have to listen to a lot of bosses and they keep telling you what they need to do, or what you can't ignore, because they have the money, they put the money on the project. On the other hand, she prefers to work in with the low budget films, where she is more relaxed. In this movie, she wants then to present, as she was born in 1947, the era of the 50s. That is a very interesting period of the history of Hong Kong, and she did a lot of research from the historical point of view. You can see from the movie how detailed it is. For example, the costumes, the locations, and the manners, the language. So it's very detailed, the movie on the 50s in Hong Kong. I really suggest you to watch this movie. And okay. So now this was the first element that I wanted to present it to you, and to give you a little bit an homage, to thank you, Mauro, again for this opportunity. So I wanted to speak about Hong Kong at least a few minutes. So now we shift to the Fellini Foundation, and a few years ago, we organized a very important exhibition with one of the most iconic photographer and creator, American creator ever. I'm talking about Steve Shapiro. Steve Shapiro is not only a cinema photographer, but he was the photographer of the Kennedy family. He was the photographer of the March of Selma, an important march taking place in the United States. And he was the photographer of David Bowie. And he was really the example on how you don't stick on one topic, on one subject, but you can fly to different angles of your profession. And I think Steve, who passed away a few years ago and who I had the opportunity to meet, was really Stakhanovist, a workaholic. I would use this word, a workaholic of art and of creation. So now I will show you 10 minutes of a video that is presenting him. And this video is important because it deals with one of the biggest success of Mr. Shapiro, the collaboration with Dustin Hoffman, the famous American actor, in the movie Midnight Cowboy, which is a movie that I suggest you to watch, and which was one of the most important film of Mr. Hoffman. And also, I have to tell you that Shapiro was a set photographer also for iconic movies like Taxi Driver, like Godfather. You might know Godfather. And so he basically started being famous, really famous, not maybe with the cinema, because he did a reportage on the first reportage that he did was on some workers, so social. There was a social theme that he addressed for the first time, but then he was becoming really famous in the cinema world. Okay, I will now share with you my screen. Hope everything will go in the right direction. And yeah, let me see.
Federico, is this a YouTube movie, or you have the file on your computer?
This is a file that I have on my computer.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about the subtitles. They are in French. Don't worry. I will share with you the.
I think you have to share. Yeah, to share with audio.
Yes.
So.
Attiva schermo, eccolo qua. Condividi, voila. This is the video. This is the video, and now I will put it behind. Okay, let me know if you can hear the voice. Yeah, obviously.
No, we cannot hear the voice. Federico, I think that you need in your share screen, you have to go to the advanced sharing options, I think.
Okay.
And when you click on share screen, it opens the window, and you
audio
have on
the computer. Condividi audio.
Exactly.
Okay.
Condividi audio and optimize. Yes, optimize for video. Okay, can you try?
Yes.
You really think you've come away with a fantastic picture.
Okay, we can hear the
when you look
audio, but not the video. So
and then there are other times when you're extremely lucky, and something which you had never realized at the moment that you took the
Federico,
picture.
can you stop
the
video?
image turns out to be a fantastic image.
Please stop.
What is the problem?
No, we can hear the video. Sorry, we can hear the sound, but we cannot see the video. So can you do it? Can you do it again? Can you click again, share screen?
Yes. I have to tell you, I'm a little bit. Okay. Okay, now I will. Here, schermo and video. I hope that it works. No, because I cannot. It seems that I cannot. I can share all the video or the audio. I don't know. It's a. Let me try again.
Yes, please.
Yes. Audio the computer.
Oh no, sharing only the computer sound. Why? I cannot see your. No, I can. We can only hear. Can you stop episode? Let me see. Multiple participants. Okay, I will do. Okay. Just a second.
Yeah.
Okay, stop the share. Okay, can you try again?
Okay. Here I have condividi schermo. Okay. 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 Can you see?
No, I cannot. I cannot see. I cannot see your screen.
Okay, let's do like that. I will show the video. So I will show the video, and I will.
Okay, we can.
Interrompi condivisione.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
can you
really,
do it again? Can you do it again, because it was happening something. For a second, I could see. I could.
Yeah.
See, yeah.
Oh my God. Mm.
If it is too problematic, we could. Okay. No.
No. It's impossible.
Okay. So
I'm completely. I don't
okay.
know.
So don't worry, Federico.
Can I share only the screen, and I will comment
Okay. It's fine.
what's going
It's
on?
fine.
Yeah, this is
Let's try this way. Let's try this way.
because. Okay.
Oh, yes, we can see. Fantastic. Okay, we can see the movie from your screen. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, let's start from the beginning. Yes. Okay. Here is my face. Okay. Okay. So this is Steve Shapiro. He basically arrived to the cinema just by chance, and he was selected as a cinema photographer by important magazines. Here you have some photos of him. This is Kennedy, Martin Luther King. Ecco, yeah. This is the documentary. The title is Steve Shapiro and the American Icons. Yeah, here we see him dancing. And yeah, so a lot of people think that Shapiro was already an established photographer, but it's not. He became famous because he worked for Look magazine, and he was assigned to cover Midnight Cowboy. This is the movie Midnight Cowboy with Dustin Hoffman. And so he had the chance to work on the set. And the producer of the movies were very happy because at that time, thanks to this system where you take, sorry, I'm stopping, where you take a photo, you could promote the movie putting in the magazine up to 8 pictures of the movie without paying anything. So you just call the journalist, you just take the photo with the actors, and those photos are becoming basically the image and the advertisement of the movie without paying anything. So this was the system at that time. And we see Shapiro here with Dustin Hoffman. Dustin Hoffman recognized how the Shapiro was always catching the moment during the set, and he asked him how he started. He started basically when he was around 30. And we see Dustin Hoffman putting the light on the fact that these photos that are going to be in the magazine, they can sometimes become iconic photos that are basically like haiku poem, which becomes the image of the film. Here we see again the Midnight Cowboy. I don't know if you watched this movie. I guess not, but I really ask you to watch it.
Yeah.
Okay. This is an example of very much established photographer that I had the possibility to meet. And what was striking me about Shapiro, here we see another cover of Life, was that while we were walking together on the street, Shapiro was stopping and running immediately to catch the moment. Even when he was walking on the street normally, he had his camera, so he has always he was always ready to catch the moment and the light, because he firmly believes that you have always to be ready, and you can be good on from the technical point of view, but what it matters is really to catch the moment. And this is something that was striking, and you have to do it, and you have to do it extensively, because you can, as he told me, you can try hundreds of times, and have one, so one good photo. So you have to try thousands of times if you want to have a series of good photos, because you never know what happens. So this is what Shapiro taught me, and he first was sent to Arkansas to take pictures of migrant workers. So he didn't start immediately with the cinema. And then he had the possibility to meet the Kennedy family and to be working for the campaign of the Kennedys. So he was enough flexible to change from one topic to the other, and this is one of the examples that I would like to bring you today in terms of creativity. Here we see other iconic first pages of him. Obviously Godfather. Here is the seasonal workers in Arkansas that I was talking to you. We see that were published on New York Times. Look at the faces of these guys. It's very natural, very truthful. And then after a long career, he was here other photos of drug addicts in Harlem. These photos are very interesting because he was interested about not only the Hollywood people, the glamorous actors, but also the poor society, the workers, the drug addicts. And at the end, we see one of the most important exhibitions he did in Stockholm, which was a little bit a final achievement, a very important final achievement of Steve. So we see the Kennedys, and he was following John and Jacqueline Kennedy. So we are talking about really an important photographer that I would suggest you to study, because he is really important. Okay, stop. Let's change the topic. As I told you, we are not a cathedral of Fellini, and we had the possibility during these years to collaborate with two important cinema masters. One is David Lynch, and the other one is Pedro Almodovar. I would like now to ask you, do you know David Lynch and Almodovar? Can you ask the audience if they know them? Because it's they are too iconic.
Right. So David Lynch and Pedro Almodovar are two living, not dead, movie makers. Okay. And did you ever seen any movie of David Lynch or Pedro Almodovar? Anybody? Do you have any idea which kind of movies David Lynch does? Or Pedro Almodovar? No.
Twin Peaks.
They don't know. So let's show them something. I guess that you have on your PDF presentation.
Yes, the PDF. Yes, I tried. Okay, so we met David Lynch a few years ago, and David Lynch made an homage to Fellini, because he was when Fellini died, he was there, and so he made 13 lithography about Fellini. You have to know that David Lynch now is at the moment is completely dedicated to painting. So he's doing paintings and lithographies. So at a certain time of his life, he decided completely to shift from cinema to art. And he was very lucky because he found a very interesting and important collaborator, and he found a very important studio in Paris, Studio Item, where Picasso was working. To produce incredible paintings and iconic prints, lithographies. I would like to show you now.
Yes, please.
Can you see the screen? Okay. Okay, this is Jodie Foster for Shapiro.
Federico, we cannot see. Federico, we cannot see the PDF file.
Okay, fantastic. Let me see how I can share. Do you have this file? I guess no. Because let me see, how can I share this? Okay, now, okay. Okay, can you see now?
Yes, now yes. Perfect, okay, we can see that.
Okay, great. Okay, this is Jodie Foster for Shapiro, American Icons. This is the exhibition. This is Steve Shapiro. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is Steve Shapiro in Sion. Iconic photos of Steve Shapiro, Frank Sinatra, Robert De Niro, Kennedy, Tom Cruise. Do you know Tom Cruise? I hope you know Tom Cruise, at least. Marlon Brando, no, for sure. David Bowie, maybe. Al Pacino. Muhammad Ali, Andy Warhol. Robert Redford. Ok. Claudia Cardinale, Robert De Niro. Ok. Okay, this is one about Shapiro, and now I will share the other one. Okay, this is the one. Fantastic. So I would like now to share with you what the Fellini Foundation did during the pandemic in the year 2020. We did more than 7 exhibitions all around the world, in Bangkok, in Barcelona, in Calcutta, Cannes, and obviously Switzerland. We basically did 3 iconic exhibition about Fellini, but I don't want to talk about Fellini. I want to talk about David Lynch. Here on your right, you see the lithographies of David Lynch in Bangkok. As you can see, David Lynch gives to Fellini a very dark angle. It's not an interpretation of Fellini in a colorful way as it is, but he likes to give always his dark perspective, as we see in Twin Peaks, for example, or Inland Empire, the last movie of David Lynch is very dark. You get anxiety in watching. Do you agree with me, Mauro? You remember a little bit
Yes,
some
absolutely. About
movies
the
of
Twin Peaks, yeah, the Twin Peaks TV series, which is about maybe 40 years, maybe 50 years old TV series, almost 40. And then also Mulholland Drive, the kind of very introspective, psychological kind of horror movies. So yeah, there is always quite a dark side to it, indeed. Yeah.
Yeah, a few years ago, David Lynch produced the second series of Twin Peaks, which was shown in Cannes. And now somebody told me, but I don't know if it is true or not, that because we are in contact with Mr. Lynch, that he might try to do a third series of Twin Peaks. So let's hope let's hope that he will do that. And in this occasion, his goal with us was to celebrate Fellini, basically, as Fellini is one of the most important film directors in the world. Even David Lynch was celebrating Fellini. So this was for us for sure a great achievement. This is another drawing of Fellini. This is the medal we received. And yeah, this is David Lynch and the iconic. Why dreams? I want to explain you this. Because Fellini was working a lot on dreams. So he was dreaming something and then designing a little bit the characters that he saw on the dream. He was even assisted by a psychiatrist who was trying with him to detect what was the meaning of dream. And the Book of Dreams is one of the biggest graphic opera of Fellini. Okay, we go on with this. Here we see another, on the right, another David Lynch lithography, always this dark atmosphere. Okay, here Federico Fellini and the exhibitions that we did in, this is the clap, some costumes, some drawings. This is a drawing that was done after a dream, this airplane that is crashing. And this drawing is quite important because it's part of Libro dei Sogni, but it was basically taken out by the main book, and we have the opportunity to acquire this drawing. Let's see. Obsession. This is other. We have then the opportunity. Here is another very important exhibition. What we did in our cultural center, we asked to an artist to reinterpret Fellini, and this was done during the centenary. So we invited one artist, which was working, studying on Fellini and then reinterpreting Fellini. So in the future, my goal would be to invite the students of Hong Kong and even virtually, and then see if they can produce some artworks related to Fellini, and then send these artworks to Rimini, where the mayor will be very happy to show them to show them in the museum of Fellini, because Fellini can inspire artists and film directors.
Thank
This
you.
is
It's a wonderful
message.
invitation. I will then work with the students in the future about this proposal. It's a quite exciting perspective indeed. Thank you.
Yeah, this is another work of Lynch. As we see, this is 8.5, 8.5. The final scene, which is in reality very much carnivalesque, very much let's say related to the circus. And here it's very, very, very dark and black, and yeah, this is really we see the real character of David, of Mr. Lynch. Here our exhibition, David Lynch. This is another drawing of David Lynch again. The man alone. Gives me a lot of anxiety, I would say. I don't know, Mauro, what you think, but certainly the artworks of Lynch are not.
Well, for example, to which this etching, to which movie or to which scene is dedicated? Is Otto Mezzo same?
Yes, yes. All of them are about Otto Mezzo, because we wanted to choose an iconic movie of Fellini.
Oh, I see. Okay, so Lynch, let's say that to Lynch was assigned they had option to choose a movie by Fellini, and then he created these drawings, illustrations, and prints dedicated to, in this case, to 8.5 to Otto Mezzo by Fellini. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, what we did here is an exhibition on the beach and a concert in Cannes. What is called promenade exhibition. It's a new concept. During the pandemic, you could not go to the museum, but you could walk on the street, at least on the promenade, the beach promenade, and this is what we did. So we put some posters, basically, and people were walking on the promenade and watching our posters on the left, on the right. This was something that we were proposing also in Dubai, where you have very hot weather and it's very nice to walk and then enjoy the art. Yeah, this is very interesting. I saw this for the first time in Paris, in Les Jardins du Luxembourg, and so I was thinking maybe we can do the same and reproduce. Here you see Fellini and Tarkovsky, yeah, and the people walking in Cannes just a few days before the lockdown in France. So I have to tell you, we were very lucky with this exhibition. And especially with the concert where we had 1,000 people on the beach. So this is the iconic poster of David Lynch and Fellini in Bangkok. This is another exhibition about Fellini and human rights, always in Bangkok. We used this is the exhibition in Bangkok. We used this topic, as you can see, Mauro. We mix a little bit the different topics. Also, we found some aspects of human rights in Fellini. For example, when this girl is sold by the family, and then we did the exhibition. talking about this situation that was in Italy after the Second World War. There were some families selling the daughter to, in this case, is a circus artist. And so we wanted to put an accent on this. So we like to not only to talk about cinema, but make a cultural dialogue between different forms of art. Because Fellini was not only a cinema director, he was a designer and an artist. He knew biggest artists in Europe of the time, like Balthus, like Nino Rota for the music, and many others. Tarkovsky was a friend of Fellini. And so we like to expand ourselves a little bit. The second big artist that we here other posters of Fellini. The second big artist that we met is Pedro Almodovar, and you remember I was talking to Pedro Almodovar the last time we had this class, and we want to underline an angle of Pedro Almodovar that was never shown. So Pedro Almodovar is a movie director, is a painter, and is a photographer. So he has even three different forms of art that is developing right now at the same moment, because now David Lynch is completely devoted to painting, so he's focusing. But now Mr. Almodovar is working on the three directions. We had the possibility to host a very interesting exhibition that for the first time put the accent on photos. So how Mr. Almodovar is conceiving the creation of photography. And we see immediately that he was very much inspired by Morandi. Can you introduce a little bit Morandi for your students, because it's important, because as you can see, as you remember also, Mr. Almodovar was taking pictures out of bottles, still life. If you can say something, as you are Italian, you know better.
But I think that, yes, of course. But I think that if you have in your PDF file of some photos, some images already of Almodovar, then I think visually the students can get an impression of what is about. But okay, essentially, very quickly. So the exhibition that I guess Federico is going to show us contains artworks made by the movie director Pablo Almodovar, who was inspired for his paintings and photos by a master of the Italian paintings in the past, Morandi. So probably nobody of you is familiar with the painter, but well, if you will have a look at the name Morandi, and you will see which kind of paintings that he was doing, then to put it simple, there is always a connection between the masters. There is always a connection between contemporary art director, contemporary movie directors, and painters of the past, or directors of the past. So it's kind of, there is a lineage, there is a line through the centuries even, which connects the works of contemporary movie maker, contemporary painters, or contemporary designers, a photographer, to past designers, to past movie makers, to past painters. And oh yes, Federico, now we can see some of the photos.
Yes, finally. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we had the possibility to have two different Almodovar sections. photography, Vita Detenida and Waiting for Light. And I would like to share with you some of the photos that also because this exhibition will never be again together, because they sold everything, so all the artworks are all basically all over the world. Vita Detenida, that is the first one. Okay, these are the artworks. Yeah, so there are some, as you can see, still life. On the right, you have a still life, which is a little bit strange for Almodovar to do something with a landscape. He never, he almost never does that. As you can see, so we can. Première sortie vers le first. It's the first going out. Yeah. Okay. Here, other. I would like to tell you something. I will show you a few pictures, and then you tell me there is one element that is always present in Almodovar. Here we see very realistic pictures of still life.
Mm-hmm.
Here we see the colorful style of Almodovar again, where it's very architectural in a way. He wants to create architectures that can be basically like characters, like human characters. So in this picture, the three elements, they could be also characters, or they could be architectural elements. So it's very interesting how he's playing with that. And here again, everybody can say here that these are really characters, especially the one on the right. It seems to be like a human. I don't know if you agree with me. Here again, another one. And here you see the electricity.
Yeah, the
This is
plug,
really
yes.
something. The plug, yeah, the CC plug. This is really an element that is in the movies of Almodovar, and he's always using this element. Here we see a cat for the first time, so he's using also animals in the pictures. This is quite. Combining again with some fruit and some pictures on the back, which are giving us a little bit the opportunity to see something outside the box, as we would be in a room and we see outside what's going on. Again, some fruit. With a plug, some fruit again. And this is a souvenir from Africa.
So Federico, you had the chance to meet with Pedro Almodovar. Am I correct?
Yes, yes. I met him. I met him in Venice, and I have to tell you that in the years he basically started becoming less flamboyant. I mean, less exaggerate in terms of colorful expressions of what he wants to put on the screen. You know, he's becoming more intimate. He's becoming more self-centered in the analysis of himself, and he's leaving. If you see the first movie of Almodovar, in the first movie he's very loud and the characters are very transgressive. But in the last movies, I remarked that there is on the surface, for sure, some colorful Latin accent, colorful accent. This is always there, okay? But he's becoming more intimate and analyzing himself a little bit more. So we go on with if there are some questions, I'm here. So if the students have some question, by the way, I'm here. I will be ready to answer.
So maybe I try to help the students about kind of wrapping up all the different ingredients, all the different things that you have been talking about. So to recap a little bit for you guys, what Federico is trying to show us are mainly two things. One is the foundation, the Fellini Foundation, for which Federico is working. It's creating exhibitions, but not only, and not just about the Fellini movie director from the past, but also is opening up to different kind of exhibitions, and especially asking to contemporary movie directors who are not just movie directors. A movie director like David Lynch and Pedro Almodovar, about whom we have seen some photos, paintings. In fact, they are not just making movies. So the main point of Federico today is, well, very established, very much famous and rich contemporary movie directors. They don't stop there. Their creativity overflows inside photography, inside paintings, inside the creation of other kind of art. So yesterday, for example, me and Federico were talking about Brad Pitt. Does anybody know Brad Pitt? Do you know Brad Pitt, guys? Yes. So Brad Pitt today is making sculptures. So the actor, so follow me, the actor Brad Pitt is making sculptures. Okay. So, and it is not the only one. There are other famous actors who are painting. So there is the comedian, the very famous comedian, American comedian. Now I forgot his name. He's
Matt
painting.
Dillon.
Matt Dillon, yeah. Matt Dillon and Jim Carrey. Do you know the comic actor Jim Carrey? Probably you have seen some of his movies. Well, he's painting. Since many years, Jim Carrey is making paintings, not just acting. So the point of our conversation today with Federico is that the world of creativity today, it is not limited to one thing. You have these people, these actors or movie directors, they do not need to do other things. They have already their fantastic careers, they have already all the money they want, but the spirit of creation, it is there. The fire of creation, it is still alive inside these famous actors and movie directors. They do write poems, they do paint paintings, they don't stop there. And they are not young anymore. We have to say that they have a certain, they reached a certain age. So the point is that creativity is somehow like a river, or it is like a fire. You don't stop, you don't tame it. It is just full on going always. And also they cross the boundaries. So if for some years,
exactly,
yeah, for some years one of these masters became an expert of, let's say, photography, then moves on to something else, becomes a master of maybe cinematography or painting or something which is outside the box, as we used to say, outside the comfort zone. Always exploring, always exploring. So on this regard, I'm curious to know, so you told us that you spoke with Almodovar, with Pedro Almodovar. Did you have a chance also to meet or to talk also with David Lynch, or write to David Lynch during the past years for the exhibition? Did you have any insights about
David Lynch was David Lynch was yes, David Lynch was managed by my director, who met him in Paris. What I know of David Lynch is that he will give 2 important exhibitions, and I will send you the links, in New York, and he's now focusing 24/7 on paintings. He meets rarely people. He rarely give interviews, and he's now in a sort of he's like a nun. He's like a clergy person who is completely devoted to painting, and this is a big contrast, Mauro. If you compare to the past of David Lynch, when he was a movie director, he had to meet a lot of people. He was obliged to, and this was the meaning. This is also the meaning. Maybe Mr. Lynch now he wants to find a more intimate dimension, like the one of Pedro Almodovar, I would say, where he's confronted only with a canvas and not with hundreds of people telling him what to do or what to say or what not to say. So we see in these 2 masters, I would say, that they are searching a more closed and deep introspective world when we talk about artistic production. So this is quite interesting if we put together the 2. I would like to tell you something. Watch very carefully this photo of Almodovar. This could be a photo, but could be a painting. So this is also what I like about Almodovar, that in some of the photos we saw in Sion, he really is a little bit playing with us. So we have this impression that he also likes to paint, and this is the reality. So it was a privilege for us to work with such important masters. And I would like to tell you something more. We did an exhibition about animation cinema. We did with the 2 Oscar-nominated directors, and we did in the past a ballet dedicated to Fellini, which was done by Maurice Béjart. So you see, we are always. I was telling you before about a theater performance that we did a few years ago in Sion. So we are always exploring different angles of the artistic production. So this is what makes us modern, I hope.
And you told me also that the Fellini Foundation is having a lot of exhibitions around the world promoting culture. And could you just give us a brief panorama about what is going to happen, for example, during the next 6 months or 1 year? Which are the plans, if you can tell us, which are the plans of exhibitions or catalogs in the next few months?
Yeah, we recently opened another important exhibition about Mr. Schweitzer, who is one of the most important documentarists in Switzerland. He traveled to South America, especially to Brazil, and he showed some important documentaries about the issues of Aboriginal people having to be confronted with exploitation, mines exploitation, and so on. So a very important social topic. In the next year, 2023, 23rd, we will have a very interesting exhibition about Fellini. And this exhibition will be, we will show the last drawings of Fellini. So the drawings that Fellini did after the stroke. So, and when he was in the hospital, during the stroke, he designed every day, and you can see the evolution of the medical therapy on the design of Fellini. This is something amazing that was never. So we are analyzing the artist when he had this paralysis. We see his path, his rehabilitation path through the design that we have. These are from the 1993. So it will be very interesting to work on this project. And obviously, I tell you the truth, I really hope to. We are working maybe now on trying to contact Mr. Brad Pitt to see if we can. Yes, I have to tell you the truth. If we can work with him. And I have also the contact with Oliver Stone that I met 3 or 4 times. And Oliver Stone now is shifting more on documentaries. So I saw his documentary about the nuclear power in Venice. I have all the contacts, and my dream would be to start a collaboration with Mr. Stone. This is, I hope, the next project. Always following, as you said, this path of multidisciplinary
exploration and connection between different disciplines, different kind of arts.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, Federico, I mean, it has been a pleasure. We have been together for 1 hour and a half, almost 1 hour and 20 minutes. So I know that you are extremely busy, and that you are going to fly tomorrow to to meet other very, very important people for other kind of projects. So I think it has been a pleasure having you. I'm just double checking with the students if anybody has any question for Federico about the foundation, about the kind of research they do. Anybody wants to ask anything? They are very shy, doesn't seem so.
Yeah, just to tell you that as a Fellini Foundation, we also have an educational part, and with my president, we also organize every year an exhibition with artworks by the students. So maybe in the future, the goal would be also to bring some of the Hong Kong student artworks in Switzerland. So this is, as you know, this is one of the possibilities.
Absolutely. So I will tell this again. So the Fellini Foundation Switzerland is open to collaboration with us. I mean, with the Hang Seng University, with the Art and Design Department, and we are thinking together about making an exhibition of your works. I mean, the works coming from of course, from the Art and Design Department, but of course, it's open to any creator, students of the Hang Seng University. So if anybody of you in this classroom has some ideas about creativity and paintings or photography or anything really, which I believe should be somehow related with Fellini or anyway with the research of Fellini, I guess. Please come to me.
It could be Fellini, yeah.
Could be.
But it could be Fellini, but not only.
Not only.
We can explore also other topics.
We can explore together other possibilities. So the thing is, what I'm telling you now and what Federico told you today, it is not just about this module, this course, this semester, this year. No, the kind of work that a creative person, it doesn't have a number, it doesn't have a date, it doesn't have an expiration date. So again, think about it. This is like a seed. This is like the starting point. If you will have during the next months some ideas, some desires to prepare some artworks, come to me. I will put you in contact with Federico, and there might be the chance for some of you in the future to maybe exhibit at the Fellini Foundation Switzerland. Okay, so remember today and ask me if you have any questions in the future, and let's work together towards some exhibitions, some competition, some more creativity along the line, not just ending this month. It is something which goes on and on and on, wishfully and luckily, I have to say. Okay, Federico, do you want to add something else, or maybe just, I don't know, greetings?
No, the time was great with you, and I leave you to your other
yes,
comments.
we have reviews. Actually, we have we will start the reviews after this this call.
Okay, so I leave you. I know the time is also for you very tight, and it was a pleasure for me to be again here. I send you the greetings of the president of the Fellini Foundation.
Thank you.
And I hope, yes, I hope that our collaboration will be stronger and stronger to the benefit of both. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So thank you so much, and greetings to you and to our Italy, home country, and then
yes.
see you soon, perhaps one day also here in Hong Kong together in the future.
Yes, I'm planning. Yes, I'm planning to come. Yes, for sure.
Let's organize that.
Yes, let's organize ourselves. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you so much. So have a good day. Here is already evening. There is morning, afternoon. So
morning.
yeah. Thank you so much again, Federico, and my greetings to Stefan Marti of Fellini Foundation and also all the other members of the foundation. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.